all new for 2011, and probably one of the biggest changes for KTM is actually the linkage suspension. So this year on the motocross range of bikes we get new linkage, which means a new frame, new swing arm. Then the other big exciting news is obviously the different capacity of this bike being a 350, and the motor is really based around the 250, not a downside 450 but an up-spec 250, which so the idea of that is to keep the rotating mass really low so the motor is very responsive and very light, and then you get the handling characteristics of the 250. As normal, we get the really high quality Renthal handlebars, the Brembo brakes, hydraulic clutch. One of the really nice features also for this year is the triple clamp on the bike, and what WP and KTM have tried to do is think of the triple clamp as part of the suspension action. So they've introduced a small amount of flex into the clamp to really keep the integrity of the tubes and improve the suspension action. So really nice improvements this year. Another thing too is Stefan Everts has had a lot to do. They say that the bike has Stefan Everts' fingerprint on it, and he really had a lot of input into this bike. And one of the really nice features is the ergonomics of the bike. So he worked very hard on the plastics and the shape of the bike, the slimness of the bike, and everyone that's ridden it really, nothing gets stuck, and it's a really nice connection between the rider's legs and the bikes. The seats are a little softer this year, so a lot more comfort in the seat. So yeah, really exciting year. Looking forward to how the public receives the bike. Also in the 2011 model range is the 250. Now this year it gets the linkage chassis and fuel injection, and the fuel injection is matched with new cylinder head porting, new camshafts, a bigger output generator. It has kickstart as standard, but there is the option to fit an electric start to it as well, so that'll be great for the junior riders. They really have worked hard on throttle response and bottom mid-range power, and everyone that rides it really feels that difference. So that's an exciting bike. We also maintain the 450. Now that gets the new linkage frame, 5-speed gearbox which we had last year, but it maintains the carburetor. It doesn't have the fuel injection. And the idea behind that is that 450 will sell alongside the 350, and the 450 is used for a lot of other disciplines like cross-country racing, desert racing, super motard. So the thought behind the carburetor is to allow people to tune it for those different disciplines a little easier than fuel injection. So it's a really great range of bikes this year.